Hello, today I'm going to be teaching you about screen printing. You'll need a few things before we start. First of all, a piece of newspaper. This piece of newspaper is nice and flat because it's going to go below the image. Now I've ironed this, you don't have to if yours is nice and flat. So I'm going to put that down. This is the table where we're going to be doing our screen printing. You're going to need to make sure you've got another area where you can put all your inky things after they're done. This is where the printing is going on. Brilliant. First thing you'll need is a pair of David Bangs' pants. Now, I've not got a real pair, so I'm just going to use this piece of white fabric. If I was being really proper, I'd iron this first, but you don't have to do that. It should be fine. I'm going to place that down, nice and flat, on the piece of newspaper. Now, pants might have a seam. I don't know how you'll work that out. It needs to be a nice, flat surface. In fact, I'm going to turn that over because I think it's flat on the other side. The next thing you'll need is this, a screen printing mesh. I'll supply you with that. I'm just going to put mine right here. The next thing, which needs to go on top of the pair of pants, is the actual stencil. And this one says Kitty's Awesome. You need to make sure when you put it down, it's the right way round. Doesn't need to be a reverse image or anything like that. Can you see that? Brilliant. It will stand out more once we've done the inking. The other things you'll need, like I say, a nice clear area with newspaper on it. You'll also notice I'm wearing an apron and I've already got nice clean hands. A little box of screen printing ink, a teaspoon and a squeegee. So I'm going to make sure that the stencil covers all the edge of the pants, and then I'm going to put the mesh over the top. Now when I put the mesh over the top, you need to make sure the letters are aligned the way you want, that there's no gap. There's a bit of stencil I can see nearly all the way round the edge. Just about a little bit, should just about fit, so that any ink that goes through the mesh won't go onto the pants, because we wouldn't want that. So I'll give this a quick shake, tap at the top to make sure not too much ink stays on the top of the lid. Undo it. Now I find that if I put the lid just down like this, it's somewhere I can put my spoon later on, so I'm going to leave that there. Next thing I need, just a little bit of ink. Now, the more you do this, the less ink you'll have to add each time. So I've just got a little bit of ink there. That probably might be a little bit much, but for the first one, now look really closely to see that it says Kitty's Awesome just around here, so I'm going to put a little line of ink. The top of the words is just there where my finger is, so I'm putting a little line of ink just above it. Okay, there we go. That seems to work nicely. Spoon's down safe. I've got a little bit of ink on me there. Going to wipe that away. Don't want it on the pants. Okay, now when you're screen printing, you're pushing the ink through the mesh and through the filter like that. But you don't want to do that on your first stroke. The first stroke, like this, very gently, is just to make sure there's enough ink to cover the stencil. Now I'm going to look really carefully and I can see a little bit of the A there. It doesn't have any ink on it, so I'm going to go over it the other way. I now know that all the ink's covered. Now this is where we're printing. I'm going to push down hard on this one. Nice big push. One good go. There we go. Put the stencil down over here. Make a little bit of room. Peel it all back. And there we go. Oh, maybe there was a little bit too much ink on that one, but there you go. Kitty is Awesome. That's what it's done. Now, I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to take this off. Just come upstairs with me for a minute. I'm just going to show you the best way to tidy up afterwards. Now, don't forget that on the squeegee there's a little bit of ink there. That can all go back in the pot. It's all perfectly fine. But how would you clean this? The easiest thing to do when cleaning it, put it face down in the shower, undo the shower. It's all waterproof. Blast off the ink like that. Put it somewhere to drip dry and give the shower a clean. Now that's all you've got to do to have some fantastic screen printing. Have fun!